Alrighty. Kidoki. Hello, Merry Christmas to one and all. Sorry, feels like a month since I've streamed. A couple of weeks, but not a month. Righty. I'm going to take the lovely fly simware Lear 35 Alpha out for a couple of... God, it's a bit of a stiff winter, isn't it? Bloody hell. It's a beautiful sunny day. We don't normally stream on a Saturday, but it is Christmas, so we haven't streamed over Christmas, so we're streaming on the Saturday. How's about that? God, that's distinctly, well, it's dropping a bit, isn't it? It is quite brisk here. We're in sunny Bournemouth, the lovely Herne Airport, Bournemouth International, whatever you want to call it. And it's beautiful, isn't it? I can confirm. I mean, it's my local airfield, so it is bright and sunny outside, and it is brisk. Hey, Mr. Osgorilla, how you doing? Merry Christmas, fella. Good to see you. Look at that. It's a bit windy here. It's a little bit windy. Who's this fella here? Merry Christmas. I was about to say, sir, miss. That would be embarrassing. How's it going down under, dude? What? God, it must be early morning for you, isn't it? No, it's early morning. Late night. I'm so confused. So confused. Too many shandies over Christmas, probably. We're going to take the lovely Learjet 35A out for a spin, Oz. Probably fly it badly, you know how things go, but we'll try. It's recently released, fully updated for 2024 with all the things that come with that, including all the covers and all the good stuff and the click spots. You can drag things on and off as required. I've actually seen, I mean, there's a dude I watch who flies turbo arrows on the YouTube. And this is by far a less complicated cover. It's just the windscreen. I mean, the cover he has for the arrows is it kind of covers up. I know it's a different plane, but it kind of covers up nose to everything. I think. I mean, this looks pretty simple to get on and off if you're doing this yourself. Unless you've got a couple of little clips just to clip it on and off. But small aircraft with full covers look like a bit of a thing. I mean, they're doing their job obviously, but these do look a lot more simple. That's an idiot tag for me, I guess. Left front. Just in case I was putting them back on. I don't know I'm doing that because I've got a button set to do it all automatically, but excuse me, a bit congested here, unfortunately. It's a lovely little plane. Obviously, it's there's a change coming for that. I know that they're working on so it won't drag you into the cockpit. They've done a clever thing, so it will kind of pull you in, kind of here somewhere, so that you can not automatically have the door shut on you when you come in. I believe there's a video I've done about that. So you'll kind of end up standing here rather than getting shoved straight in here with the door shut, which would be quite nice if you like that sort of thing. And stuff to do with the hot battery, so you can have the lights on as you come in, etc. Bear me 2 seconds. Just got to check a message. Right. So my brother's not too well. He's sadly in hospital over Christmas. He's not doing too well, the poor lad. So someone's been scuffing as they come in here, haven't they? Bloody hell! Look at that. It's brand new, this thing. So just getting an update from his wife. It's got all sunshades so you can put up, or you can click on the seats to put them up, or all this good stuff, and tables that come out. All the usual treats. Should you wish to utilise them. But we're just going. Oh God, wrong click spot. Well, that's right. We're back inside. It's cool. We're back inside. There's still a lot to learn on this aircraft for me, so it will definitely be baby steps. Got a shimmering shadow there, haven't we? And there's some people saying they've been having troubles with the shadows since Sim Update 4. That's not in the right mode, is it? Why is it doing that? I bought the new chase plane for 2024, and I've been having. That's doing spot. Why is it doing spot and not chase? I don't know. And I've been having fun and games setting more issues setting up chase plane than actually setting up a plane to fly. And I don't know why. Seems like some things change overnight without being advertised that they're changing. Not in the thing, but settings I've set. And it's driving me mad. And I can never find the bloody control assignments that I'm looking for when I want to check what they're doing. Toggle internal. Yeah, but that's what I've done. So why is that going to... I don't understand why that goes to spot and not chase. Perhaps you have to go... No, perhaps if you select chase, then it will always go to that when you go to external. I don't know. There we go. That's working now. Still lots to learn. I never had chase plane in 2020 or in any of the flight sims, so it's a bit of a learning curve, and it's still very much experimental. So, but it is pretty good. I must enjoying, after getting a lot of it set up, the flexibility it gives you with camera views and what you can do with them. And obviously, the sexy stuff of having not that one, the sexy stuff of having the cinematics and all that stuff and flybys or whatever. So there's plenty to play with on that. But anyway, let's not digress. This aircraft is fully integrated with the in-game EFB, with its own settings page and bits you can do on there as far as power failures, fuel, information on pneumatics and avionics, options you can set on a few things if should you choose to, takeoff and performance landing pages. But it's very much integrated into this whole environment rather than having its own EFB to take use of advantages of inbuilt Navigraph support and SimBrief support, etc., and career mode support should you wish to fly it in that, if you buy it from the marketplace, I guess. And I don't mind. I've used it's been a hot topic of conversation for some people, but I've used this a lot in some of the standard aircraft, and I think the EFB now, with all the facilities it offers, is actually pretty good, especially for people who are flying default planes in the sim. Definitely, it's excellent with the web-based flight planner and all the bells and whistles that you can do on this with the flight planning and the checklist. I think it's actually a pretty good tool now. So having everything in one pot kind of makes sense, because you don't have to reinvent the wheel with Navigraph integration and SimBrief integration and all those things which can be a pain in the arse, I guess. And you can actually obviously have it. Oops. You still get some weird stuffy stuff in the game. You can obviously have it on the bevel here, should you choose to as well. I'm still getting some weird stuffy stuff in game. I need to wipe my PC sometime, and I've been having problems in VR, so I need to do a complete wipe of everything and start from scratch again on the fresh Windows 11 build, because there's some funny old gremlinos hanging around the back of my PC somewhere, which can be fun. We're not going to do too much detail of all the systems and stuff today. I just want to get up and fly this thing because it's such a blast to fly. Really is a blast to fly. Such a great thing to fly. Not so great landing. My landing's good with a polish. I need to try and... Yeah, I don't know. We'll come across that in a minute, probably. Where are we? Checklists. Oxygen system. Yes, I'm sure that's probably all right, isn't it? So I'm not going to go through this thoroughly. I just want to kind of... Actually, you know what? Let's not worry about it. We kind of worked out most of it. I want to work out a proper procedure for it at some point. So there's going to be loads of things I'll probably get wrong. You can obviously have different options of the GNS53430, the PMS 750, or the TDS GTNXI. There's 750 in here as well. It's obviously got the standard Asobo weather radar. Guess unfortunately there aren't any other options unless you develop your own, which obviously could be a pain in the arse, and they don't give you any more than a bloody bitmap anyway, do they? Or a JPEG image of weather. One day, hopefully, we'll get decent weather from Asobo, which would be awesome. Right, let's just get this thing powered up and go, rather than deliberating the goods and the bads of everything. It's only 7 degrees inside here, Celsius. It's chilly. Oh, that's one thing I noticed, or didn't notice. Unless I'm going mad. Is excuse me. Is I couldn't see, without obviously using this, an outside tip. Oh, is that it there? What's that? That's the ram air temp. Which I guess it didn't give you an indication of outside temperature, isn't it? I guess. Would you call that an OAT? I don't know. It's the air going in, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. But normally you would have a... I mean, the jet is... I've read a lot of people saying it's a very quirky thing, this. And it's very quirky. In the way it does some things. It is a lot of fun to fly. It really is. Not everybody's kettle of fish. Totally get that. Totally get that. But it is... I've enjoyed a few flights. I've done like 2 or 3. I've been mostly just hand flying it and just having some shits and giggles. Because this thing's like a rocket ship. It's incredible. There's not really a lot to do to get it started. Unless I'm not doing things correctly. Which is quite likely, really. Well, I do all the checks and things. I just want to get this thing started up and get it going. Let's go with that. Let's turn it off. And it sounds awesome as well. It sounds pretty damn good. Oh dear. Sorry. We'll do. I'm not going to stream for too long today because of things, but we'll have some enjoyment of this. Where's we go? Let's go out. Oops. One day I'll stop knocking my throttles all over the bloody place. We're just going to preload some stuff so we can just taxi and roll. We'll taxi on. We're at Echo Golf Hotel, and we'll take on 08. We've got a 21 knot. That's going to be almost a headwind on takeoff. It's quite breezy, as in most of the UK today. So it's going to make flying this little thing interesting, especially in landing, I think, because it's going to get blown all over the shop. We'll just come in like a lawn dart, I think, and just kind of point at runway and hope for the best. Okay. We'll do the oil damper before we after takeoff, I think, isn't it? Let's have a quick engine test on the... Is that loud enough, or is the volume not very loud of the game? I don't know. Oh, important thing. Click this one down here for steering lock. There's a button we can hold, but important thing to do, otherwise you ain't going nowhere apart from in a straight line. Oh, sorry, miss. Never mind. I'm sure she'll forgive me. For once, I'm going to remember to do the old standby. Now, one thing, I don't know if this is realistic. I mean, this is the feature you get in some planes. I say feature. I mean, you got to ride brakes with this thing when it's taxiing along. It will just slowly, it just keeps on going. Idle throttle. And it will just, oh, we got a bit of a tailwind. It's going to push us along here. But it's like driving a rally car. Now, I guess taxiing in, you can shut an engine down for taxi in, can't you? I think. But yeah, I mean, we're doing 25, 26, 27, 28. It just keeps on going. Now, there's a bit of head bobbing around here. That's chase plane. Obviously, there's lots of things you can tinker with chase plane to give you realism or not of how the cameras react, be they human, and how they react as a human to what's going on in the environment around you, movement, etc. Fixed or passenger cameras or all sorts of stuff. As I say, there's all sorts of, I mean, there's bloody pages of settings. Well, there's not, but there's a lot of settings to mess around with chase plane to finesse it, shall we say. But the one thing that's nice about it, you can just go, apart from that one, was the blinds down. There's none of this transitioning from, you can if you want to, you know, like we do without chase plane, where you go to a view halfway down the back of your 777, it kind of drags you through the whole of the aeroplane, past all the passengers, to stuff your head out the window. Also with chase plane and the way it does its cameras, unless you want it to, there's none of that. So you go to a wing view, you're kind of there and back, you know. But so you can define all that stuff and how it functions. So I was on the kind of on the fence about getting it, and I thought, just sod it. After a couple of beers on where it was a couple of days before Christmas or whenever it came out, I was like, sod it. Let's just do it. So we did. There's probably other things I need to turn on for. Well, it's only up to 16 degrees in here. It's bloody cold, isn't it? I haven't worked out the whole heat. Oh, guess we need to do this. Actually, more important, where the hell am I going? That's probably a good question. Should we just... Perhaps let's just head down to Lid. It's on the coast. That could be fun, because that's going to be landing... There is an RNAV into there, isn't there? MD, yes. Let's just stick a couple of things in, just to give us guidance. Let's stick Sam in. Let's take a bit of a hooky corner to Midhurst. Where could we go after Midhurst? That's a good question. What's the answer? I don't know.
Howdo, sir.
Hey, sexy Lexi, how you doing?
Great Christmas.
That'll be fine, and then we can work it out from there. We'll just do a visual approach into Lid. So it's going to be on. We'll just do the visual into 03. So we'll just do it as we do it. How's it going, sexy Lexi? Good to see you, fella. Merry Christmas to you, dude. Hope you had a good one in hopefully sunny Wales today. Hope you got some of this lovely sunshine, because it is pretty gorgeous, I must say. Let's pre-select that. We haven't set our heading mug anyway. This means set an altitude. Where are we going to? We'll stick a notional 21 in there. And we'll give our heading mug a quick titillation. So we're going to hand fly it rather than actually use the GPS as such. Actually, saying that, let's just stick onto VLOC mode so when actually. I love and the sound of this when it gets onto the Can you hear that? Of the rubber on the runway. Hey, Kitten, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's chilly, isn't it? It's a good old northern blast. Yota's sending some of his fresh air down to us, I think. If you've seen anything completely obvious that I forgot to do, then please do shout out. Because I am an idiot. We know. We'll stick those on after takeoff, don't we? Nothing's shouting me up here. Oh, takeoff trim. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? Let's wind that baby in. Oh, one nice thing, which is I like about Chase Cam, that I couldn't do with the standard camera. I never worked out how to do it. You know this old chestnut of when you're zoomed in on a wee knob on the screen and you're twirling it, and then your plane kind of goes blurp or it turns or something, and you kind of your cursor ends up over here and it's suddenly you do an insane kind of zoom out to here or something. I couldn't get it to work in the default settings, the bindings in game, to allow me to have it so that the scroll only worked when I had the right mouse button down. Because if I did that, I couldn't do this. I couldn't zoom and pan at the same time. I could either zoom or I could pan. I couldn't do the two. In Chase Plane, you can set it up so I can only zoom in and out with the right mouse button held down. So if I zoomed into that, or on your glare shield, probably more likely in a tube, and you're twiddling your heading or something, and the plane's banking, it suddenly comes off it. I'm scrolling now, and it won't scroll unless I hold the mouse button down. And that is like, it's almost worth the money itself to be able to do that. Such a bloody annoying thing that we can't get around. The lighting in this is pretty cool. I did a flight last night in the dark, and the lighting on the instruments is pretty good. It is pretty good. Oh, probably causing a mighty queue here. I'll say we're going to go to. Do we? Yeah, do we need to do this? Actually, should we flex it a bit? What do you reckon we can get up to? Let's just go to 27. Let's go one above 28. Because this thing climbs like an absolute demon. Absolute demon. We're not going to do any takeoff performance and stuff. It's kind of, we're just winging it. We're just winging it. We'll do some pro pilot stuff on another day, but just want to enjoy this thing for what it is. It's 1:30. Oi, jeez. Gear coming up. Flaps coming up. We're at 200 already. Let's lever off and power back a bit. Jeez. This thing is insane. This thing is insane. I mean, what's it like to be a passenger in this thing? Can you imagine? You're sitting there with your gin and tonic. Absolutely crazy. So we've pulled back heavily on the throttles. Yeah, I don't know. Exhilarating, I guess is the word, isn't it? Exhilarating. It is. Sure. It's definitely one you want to. You'd have to be in a full motion simulator for this. I mean, I don't know if a full motion simulator. I know Maverick's got one. He flies in DCS and stuff, but Maverick 104. But I don't know if it could cope with this. And we throttle back a lot. But if we kind of give it the stuff. I mean, it's overspeeding with 300, 350. I mean, I don't know when the wings will fall off, but I mean, it's like flying a bloody. It's like being in DCS. I mean, it's mad. Such good fun to fly, though. It really is. We'll have to stick the old spoilers out to slow us down again, because this thing's crazy. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Actually, it's quite cloudy that way, isn't it? And there's loads of other people flying. Look at that. What a pretty sight. Oh, they must do, kitten. I mean, how... Trying to get this thing... Look, you've got to tame it. You've got to be in control of it, haven't you? You've got to fly it like... if you're flying in traffic, you've got to fly it responsibly. Unlike me, of course, who's not. Let's just go into pitch headings modes on. Let's arm that. I'm trying to get to climb responsibly. We'll just slow it down to. I don't know if there's any. I have not spent a lot of time reading the details of what you should and what you shouldn't do yet to fly it responsibly. It's like I don't know if there's restrictions on using the spoilers, etc. I mean, the spoilers is just a toggle. They're literally, they're either or they're, you know, there's no. And the other nice thing about chase plane is when you're in all the views, using my controller for this, you can still fly the plane. Everything. It's such a pain with the in-game where you kind of had to hit a switch just to make sure you could use the plane, or not. I always found anyway. Perhaps I just had it set wrongly. But you know, everything is available to you all the time. But it is, that's a graphical glitch which will be fixed. There's a LOD issue with the fuel hose that comes out the back. So that'll be cleared, and it's been logged. But it's a delight, this thing. It really is a delight to fly. Also, chase plane at the moment, you don't have. This is true, kitten. This is true. With chase plane at the moment, there's an issue. They've got a bug at the moment with a Sobo. So when you go to the external views, you can't see the pilots or the co-pilots. They've disabled that for the moment because they've got an issue logged with a Sobo. Good luck. Good luck. All right, we'll do it. There you go. You happy now? We didn't even put the landing lights on. We didn't even do that. I've yet to fly some VR yet, so this is going to be insane in VR. To do the Mach loop in this thing. Oh yeah. Can you imagine? Still got the issue. Yeah, I hadn't noticed it until I did this. I was like, what the hell's that? And I mentioned in Discord, and someone said, "Oh, you've got to attach. It's got to unattach your fuel hose." It's like, oh, you're right. This is a fuel hose. And when you put the LOD debug on, you can see it's the fuel hose LOD that's not doing what it should do, I guess. Well, I'd never had it before, so I kind of thought, oh, sod it. And I must admit, I'm enjoying, and I bought Flow as well. I haven't even got around to setting this up properly with how I want stuff. But this is I bought the Pro version, so I guess you got the streamer stuff. I haven't actually linked it to Twitch because there's Twitch commands you can use, isn't there? On there. I don't know how you do that. I'll have to get an authentic token hiding this. Why can't I put it on the screen so you can't see what I'm doing? Little nav map. I haven't got a little nav map running. That's not going to work, is it? We'll start little nav map. You won't be able to see what I'm doing. Actually, before we do that, we're at 20,000. Let's just power back a bit, reduce the climb, and then we'll level off. Oh, you can't see them. What is settings? Twitch. FTC. Oh, what the hell? I can't spell. Okay, that's done. I don't, what commands can you use? I don't know. Got no idea. Ah, that's gonna work. 1 second. I've already got a command for that. Let me turn that one off. Yeah, there's an info, isn't there? I've probably got to turn something else on. No, it's not working. I don't know. Devs tools, safe mode. Interface. Oh, that was up a long time ago. Long. Don't you show your bottom to me, Oz. How dare you? I'm supposed to be going that way. I don't know what's the service scene on this. It must be low mid 40s. I guess. So many things I've got to read up about on this baby. We're climbing very slowly. It's all good. Yeah, I don't know how else. What else do you need to do to get that stuff to work? Does anybody know? Back on widgets, game panels, cameras, time, position, aviator tools, nameplates, in creative tools, streamer tools, the ATC bot, info server, plane nearest WX and more. But how? And it will overlay your chat for you on your own screen. What? Is there something else I need to do? Do you have to start a bot or something? So I haven't looked at this at all. I mean, spent trying to work out the camera system. That should be it, shouldn't it? I installed this thing, which is quite neat, a little gadget. Third-party add-on. Interface, Twitch. Connected. I've done that. Twitch channel to join. Perhaps that had to be done before before starting it, do you think? Because I don't know how it's going to post there if you don't have a bot set up to do that. I'll have to look at that. I don't know, because I've never used it before. I just suddenly thought of it. So was that a Kenko one? Is it? Okay. The bottoms. Right, where are we? Let's give it some vavoom. But do you... But I've authorised flow. I want... Actually, hold on a second. I wasn't logged in to Parallel 24, but I did the authorization. You can't do it on stream. What do you mean you can't do it on stream? I don't understand. It won't do it while the stream's running, you mean? The bot will join when the stream starts, is that what you mean? Okay. Kitten, I'm an idiot. Come on. Give us a chance. Give an awful lot of a chance. We're only 49 away from Lid. Ah, okay, cool. Next time. Next time. Next time. Next time. There's some click spots and you can get rid of the old clamp if you don't want that, which is quite cool. There's a click spot there for doing the yoke. There's also click spots on the side of the yoke and the bottom for bringing these back. You got the old... this is one question. You also got the old radio stacks down here for your comms, your nav, and 2 ADFs. It's quite bold. You got one comm, 1 nav, and 2 ADFs. But that is obviously completely overridden by anything you do here, I guess. Because none of that... I don't know. What, it's 25 degrees now? Nice. Cabin out about 1 and 1. Yeah, it's about right. No, seems about right. I remember this thing from the Seneca. It's quite horrible. I guess, but you can't. There's no. I don't know the 2020 version, but there's no way of having. There's no way of having no GPS, is there? I don't know, because you can have the TDS, the PMS, or this. But there's no option for not having a GPS. Do you know what I mean? And have the radio stack, because I've seen pictures of old ones with the radio stack obviously here. I mean, I don't know the history of this aircraft. There's a great book that someone posted about that will but I don't think I can get it. I need to find it in the UK. I haven't seen it. I've lost our route now. Oh, bloody hell.
TOS system test okay.
What? What now? Oh. Add waypoint. Yes, where are we going to? Echo Golf, Mike Delta. Okay. Let's track this down to something sensible. We'll stick ourselves out towards C so we can descend down. Yes, I don't know. I'm trying to think other aircraft, GA aircraft that I've used these units in. I don't think I've ever had anything that's had these and the radio stack itself. Do you know what I mean? What's the runway heading at Lid? 31 is something I can't remember. It is 31. From memory, not bad, huh? Let's double that around to 31. Crazy. Crazy. I say I've only done like 4 or 5 landings in this, and they're getting better. The first one was interesting. Should we put it that way? It was in quite a crosswind. I may have tipped over slightly to the right-hand side, just a little bit. There may be some scuffing on the underside of the wing tank on this side. No, I don't GSX open. No, hell no. But they have been getting better. They have been getting better. The proof will be in the pudding, of course. We're down to 16. We should be fine, I think. We should be fine. Should be fine. Can't be worse than you're explaining it. Well, I don't know. You've seen me fly before, Kitten. You've witnessed the skill that I am. A very limited pot of skill that I dip into every time we go flying. Yeah, it's just a very small pot. You managed to blow away your rear tyres in the King Air. Ooh. Are they expensive? Was it a hire plane? You just toss the keys in and walk away? No? Was your own personal aircraft? That's the wrong one, isn't it? Rental. Brilliant. Brilliant. Just deny knowledge. Just park it up and blame the person who was washing it. That's what we usually do. I say I need to fire up VR in this sometime. That's going to be a blast in this thing, I think. Bit of hand flying this in VR will be, my PC holds together, will be very cool. Runway elevation, probably not a lot. Is that right? Right, 11. Oh, damn it, you want to be Atlantic? Total weight, sink, no idea. Temperature, not much, I don't think. 8, wow, really? Blimey hell. They're living up in lid. Hopefully they'll make this a bit better as well. Bigger. 119, 126. We'll stick this on, gives an idea, mid-20s. So it's something to work towards. Airfield tube over there somewhere, I think. Just coming down through, what's the 3047? through 5,000. Well, we have no idea. Let's, what's the frequency for the ILS here? We're not using it, but it'll give us an idea of where we are, 1815. $23 out. Got a cheeky 37 crosswind here at the moment. Enjoy some cold coffee. Cheers. We'll turn it off in a second. Hopefully the visibility won't be too horrendous. Outside? Is it? Is it outside? Do you use one of the wind-tip tanks for that? Does it? Right behind the passengers, is it? Is there a hole in the floor down here or something? Because that's the baggage behind there, isn't it? That's the baggage behind there. Pass. It's not under the co-pilot seat, is it? Is there a potty under here? That could be embarrassing. Visibility ain't great, is it? Should we say that? Oh, is it? Is there a curtain? Look, I guess there's a pretty good chance if you're flying on this thing, either it's yours or you've rented it. And you're not going to rent it with strangers, are you? Or potentially fly it with strangers, you may do, I don't know. Depends what sort of party you're after. But, nice. So it's a bit like having a poo in a good old VW camper or something there. Nice. Excellent. It's good to know. That is good to know. We like that information. Thanks, kitten. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I'm hoping when we turn left here, we'll see an airfield. If we don't, we've got a problem. Okay, it's time to take control of this baby, I think. Ah, I can see a runway. Excellent. That's good news. I'm liking that. What are we, 8 out? Runway in sight. There's a cheeky 36 knot coming off the right hand side at the moment. Oh yeah. I'm literally flying straight in level, and I'm behind the aircraft already, because I'm behind it already. Okay, let's put some flaps in. That's the horn for the undercarriage, isn't it? That's one way to turn that off. I guess if I was swift, I could start the flight recorder just so we could record this debacle, couldn't we? I've tested it, does seem to work okay with this. So we can re-watch this debacle. I've got no point of reference for that. So we've armed them, haven't we? Yep, they're armed. Could be a bumpy ride. Hang in there. Grasp your gin and tonics tightly is my recommendation at the moment. The tightest grip ever. And if you're sitting on the toilet, good luck. They are armed, but they won't be armed until they're switched on here. But they won't be armed until I arm them with my controls. Know what I mean? I think spoilers first and then reverse, isn't it?
500.
Get off the runway! There's a glider there. Is there a glider there? What the hell? That's a bit off-putting. What? God, that was off-putting. What the hell was that flashed up? Sorry, I don't know where you can get the wheel down there. I was watching that glider and then suddenly saw you can't exit the aircraft until you're on the ground. What was that about? That was a shocker. It was going so well until I was completely distracted by things outside of my control. And I'm blaming them for that. Oops, we didn't even switch off the yaw damps, did we? And we haven't switched that on. That's why we can't steer, because we've kind of done that. There we go. Oh my word. Could do better, I think, is the answer to that one. Why did it come up saying I can't exit the aircraft? I've not seen that before. I definitely wasn't pressing Shift C mid-landing there. Pretty sure about that. We'll park up and then we'll do a couple of circuits here, I think. And the nose wheel wasn't going down. I was pretty adamant I was telling it to go down, but it just was adamant that it wasn't. Didn't turn them off. Oh my word. So many things we didn't do right there. I was feeling really comfortable about then, and then the glider appeared, this message appeared, and I completely lost my focus. And we thumped it down. And then when I deployed the reverses, the nose lift off. Oh, it hasn't deployed the cones. That's why. You were right, kitten. What the hell went on there? That's a bit... We'll have to check that on the ground. I was messing around with the controls yesterday because I was having problems with them. But it didn't deploy the tailpipes. But why weren't they armed then? We'll do a test. We'll do a static test off the runway here. Okay, so then. Okay, they're armed now. Was it because I wasn't fully down on the runway? Is it a weight sensor thing? Okay, so they're deploying now, aren't they? Yeah. Because I was messing around with these yesterday, and I was having problems where it was deploying it, but it wasn't deploying the pipes. So what was stopping those? I know, but those were switched on into ARM. I agreed the green lights weren't on. But I presume it doesn't. Does it not fully arm them until there's wheel pressure? And perhaps because of the landing, it didn't do that. We'll do some circuits and we'll have a miss. I'm not terribly sure, dude. I'm not terribly sure. I'm not arming with but perhaps all I've done is I've set a control to do hold to engage reversers, and then just move my throttles forward, and then it does deploy. So that's deploying them. So that works, but I don't know why it didn't work on landing them. That's why the nose lifted up, because they weren't fully armed. But I don't know what triggers that event on landing. If you see what I mean. Yeah, exactly. And I think because the landing was a bit of a cruncher, and the nose wasn't down, perhaps fully, but that would have stopped it as well. I don't know. We'll have a mess. I say I've only flown this a couple of times, and the landings have been interesting. I've mostly landed at Bournemouth, and there's plenty of runways, so I haven't really used them. Because it stops. I mean, the brakes are pretty hefty on this thing, so it stops pretty nice anyway. Should measure rear, not front. Okay. We'll try it again. I need to park up for a second. I've got something I need to do quickly. I need to go and get my father-in-law some lunch downstairs quickly, and then we'll have another go. And read a couple of messages here, which aren't good, but we'll have another spin. Actually, it's not very well parked, is it? As parking goes, it's kind of in the way of it. Righty. Okay, bear with me a second. I just need to go and do something quickly. Okay, I'll stretch legs, do all good things, and we'll see you back in a minute. So just now. Alrighty. Let's just do some circuits here and
TOS, system test OK.
what the hell's that? Look like some sort of sheep trough or something in the midair. Was a bit weird, wasn't it? Bit peculiar. Right, we shall not get put off by things that flash up on our screen this time. Well, I didn't even see it, but I'm sure it said you cannot leave the aircraft because it's not on the ground. What the hell was that? I can stand by press Shift C mid-air, but I've never seen that just randomly pop up before. Most peculiar. Oops. Need to move my pedals. It's not going to work, is it? We're not going to use the autopilot, we'll just hand fly it. Guess they should be armed for takeoff, shouldn't they? But, oops, so I'm just trying to jiggle some stuff here. It's not the best weather for this, is it? It's very low ceiling, but let's try and keep around 1500 or so we can keep below this cloud. Well, this stuff you should really do on the ground, huh? What's max extension for the gear, kitten? I haven't notched up on that yet. Is it 260 or... No, it can't be that. There's a nice wind farm to crash into there. Awesome. God help that glider if it's there again. That's all I can say. Still got a mighty thrifty 29 coming off about 1 o'clock. Now, if this, I mean, I wouldn't be flying a little aircraft in this wind anyway, but I wouldn't go full flaps, so I don't know. Let's not and just see. No glider, bizarre. No weird messages on the screen yet. That's a win-win. We'll take that. Okay. Always on the ground. That was a bit better, wasn't it? Certainly not perfect, but it was definitely improvement. A definite improvement. And not too bad with a 25 knot crosswind. So it's like mostly on the nose, but it's a bit off to the right side, so we'll take that. We'll go have another go. Practice makes perfect, hey kitten? Okay, flaps are set. Takeoff trim is set. God, the acceleration on the thing, this thing is incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. I'm interested to see what it's like to fly when it's fully loaded. How it kind of behaves then. But the speed to 130 on the tarmac is pretty impressive, isn't it? It's like 3 seconds to lift off. You must feel like you need Top Gun music playing when you're flying this thing. just try and bring it down to flat speed in the turn. Slightly undercooked our turn there, but it's fine. The wind's picking up a bit, I think.
$500.
Coming a little bit too hot. That was actually alright, actually. Happy with that one. Must admit, I do like the sounds on the runway. Or just pretend there's no one else here. It's a little bit floaty, but not too bad considering it, I think. It's definitely a bit horizontal, that poor old windsock, isn't it? I mean, talking of gliders, it's almost got the just the sound of control. It almost sounds like, you know, the kind of intense cockpit sounds you get in a glider to a certain extent, if that makes sense. It feels very real. If that makes any sense whatsoever. 100, 120. That's just crazy, isn't it? This thing is just so quick. Need to mess around with the old failure system sometime to simulate engine fail on takeoff. That would be pretty cool. Oh, some blue sky up there. Okay, so we managed to at least get ourselves in a position where we're deploying the reversers quite nicely now, which is cool, just trying to keep us down below that cloud. This means we're quite shallow on our approach, but just the way it's going to have to be, unfortunately. So we're through 250 without even trying. It would definitely be fun flying us on networks, beyond ADC or even obviously VATSIM, just managing the speed. It's not like flying an old Duty 146 or Fokker F28. We've got to manage the speed anyway. You know, this thing's got electric pace. Must be pretty cool plane to fly as a professional pilot. Feel like probably a real flyboy, I would imagine. Because it is just like a bloody fighter jet. Nice bit of sun coming through on the sea there. Very nice. Okay, let's try and get the turn a bit sharper this time. It's usually one of my favourite things to do when I get a new airframe is just doing this. Because you learn so much about, not necessarily, you know, all the intricacies of systems, etc. But you just slowly get a much better feel for the aircraft as far as where to sit on the throttles and at least one thing that's nice about this is it's because of its power, it feels like it's a lot easier to get yourself out of, you know, if you feel like you're it spools up quickly is what I'm trying to say. You know, if you're in the 146 or something and you're getting really right on the line of stall speed, and you think, okay, I need some power. You apply power, and it's kind of like, okay, I've just got to sort that out for you. Just let me look at the book, work out some numbers, and I'll get back to you in a minute. But this thing's, you know, very immediate. We'll go with full flaps this time. I kind of feel happy in a way coming in a bit steeper on the descent, in a way, I think. Some things I like to come in a bit you know, slower and lower. For the moment, this feels like it's you want to treat every airfield like London City. A bit too quick then. We are a bit high now, actually.
500.
Hey, Mr. Wool, how you doing, dude? Well, it's going to be. Well, that was I was distracted then by Mr. Wool coming in. How you doing, fella? Sorry, it's weird. That was perfectly timed. That was absolutely perfectly timed. I completely took my eye off the ball then. I just momently kind of flicked over to see what was going on. How you doing, fella? Good to see you. And it's just that instant of you're concentrating so hard, and then suddenly you just get that, like that first landing coming in here where that thing flashed up on the screen and the glider was there. It's just like, ugh! My brain's in overload most of the time, and then suddenly it's just like, you know, squirrel, and it's it completely threw me off. Anyway, how you doing, dude? Good to see you. Hey, guys. Yes, we'll blame Mr. World of Warcraft for that one. That was not my fault. Squirrel. But it's so true, especially in this thing. You know, if that had been a big old heavy airline, you could get away with a moment, you know, indiscretion. But this thing, I feel like you've got to stick every landing spot on, otherwise you're in a world of pain. Good to see you. How you doing? Hope you've had a good holiday season in your own way so far. Okay, we'll try again. No squirrels this time. Yes, I do. Occasionally, it has been known to be a fact. I've actually done. I didn't recall the last couple of landings were actually pretty good. You missed them. Watch the VOD back. They were actually pretty good. I enjoyed them. I was trying to level off 1,000 here when we make the turn. They were actually not too bad. We'll try and go squirrel free this time. No, thank you, Johnny. We're flying the lovely new Fly Somewhere Lear 35 Alpha for 2024, which dropped not too long ago now. Not many days ago. And it's a lot of fun. It's probably not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. But it's definitely hitting an interesting spot for me, that's for sure. That is for sure. And having a lot of fun here. Having a lot of fun in it. Definitely probably not doing anything by the book. That's for sure. But we're doing our best. And that's all we can ever do, is try and do our best. It definitely, this thing, jibber jabbering away there. I completely overcooked my turn, but undercooked it. But it's still good. I definitely feel this is one of those planes. It's like I always say with general aviation aircraft. You need it. For, not so much in an airline. You can get away with it. In these sorts of planes, you need really... Don't need, but a head tracker or in VR. You'll get so much more out of these things because I feel... look, I guess I do fly hand circuits like this in big planes sometimes, you know, like A300s and whatever, just to get used to them. But with this, you kind of feel like you need to be, you know, when you're turning, you want to be looking out the window more, etc. Which is not easy to do when you don't have the controls to do it. Right. Let's try to break the undercarriage again this time. Dubs, you be quiet now. Oh, Mr. Warcraft. I'm going to try and be a clever bugger and start the flight recorder. What could possibly go wrong? This will probably be the worst of the bunch. But we'll try. We've still got a cheeky 23 knot come off the right hand side. Kind of 2 o'clock-ish. Whoa, floaty. Let's go around. And that one was my fault. We'll take that one on the chin. That was definitely my fault. Yes, I do. I remember that. Sometime last year, I think. Sometime last year. What I may have to do to well, I'll open a beer. That will help. What do you reckon? I've got a nice cold beer here. I'll open that. That would definitely grease the wheels a bit, I think. At least the weather's brightening up anyway. I was very aware of coming down too hard then, so I kind of, yeah, grabbed her a bit too hard. But I say this many times as well, it's a pretty good thing to practice go-arounds. It's a pretty good idea to practice that sort of shit, you know. Because you may be flying on a network one day and you're told to do it. Not because you've made a mistake. So I've crept way over 250 again, 250 knots without even thinking about it. Let's put that little gadget up so you can see things, I guess, a bit better speed-wise. This thing's just so rapid, it's crazy. Emergency inhibitions room. Yes, that one. I need a new one. I should have asked one for Christmas. Okay. Let's try and get this turn correct this time. We're only 5 out, so we'll try harder. Could do better. I actually find this easier to trim using my trim wheel rather than the controls on the yoke. So many planes are different in how they react to yoke switches. This one definitely works quite nicely with the trim wheel. The trouble is when you're very hands on the throttle, it's just another thing to think about. Right, we should be turning well in time this time. We'll let off a bit and just bring ourselves in. Let's try and give us around 1,000. Awesome, dude. Bit too low, but it's fine. You can still hear me. You sure it's me, or is it just, I don't know, kids down the street shouting? Hello, Mr. Ian Fisher. How you doing, dude? Good to see you. I presume you didn't get called in. I presume your standby has expired and you're free to fly. Right. Let's try and make this one stick.
$500.
Thank you. It's a bit choppy in this old wind. Oh, a nice shadow in front of us there. Look at that. Nice shadow. Whoa, overflared again. What are we doing? I'm getting the yips. I was squirreled by the shadow then. My attention span is shocking sometimes when landing planes. I saw that shadow on the ground and was like, oh, that's nice, pretty. Oh dear. Oh well, we get to fly it some more. It's not a bad thing, you know. It's not a bad thing. Trouble is, we didn't land. We can't open the beer. I can only open the beer if we land. That's the only solution to that one. We need to have wheels on the runway to be able to open a beer. The CAA are fussy about things like that. Let's get downwind quick. Look at this, 250, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. Jeez. It's insane. This thing is absolutely freaking mad. Land for beer. Exactly. That should be in the checklist for landing. It's mad. And that wasn't even full throttle. Trouble is we've got to slow down now. God, the pilots, when they fly this, they must land this with such a grin on their face in real life. It's not calm weather. I've got a bloody 30-knot crosswind, I'll have you know. How dare you? How dare you? Right. This is the one. Third time lucky. I've got a good feeling about this one. I've got a good feeling about this one. Actually, I might just change the stream title for this, practicing go-rounds. We're doing important work here, I'll have you know. Important work. How dare you? No, you won't. What are you flying, Dubs? What's your poison today? Something boring like an A320 or something, isn't it? I bet you. Not a real man's aircraft. This is a real man's aircraft, Dubs. Whoa. Oh, nice. You're enjoying that? How's it? How are the graphics these days? Are they did they vavavoom them for the new version? The in-game stuff. I can't go around again, surely. I've got a good feeling about this approach. It's going well so far. It's going well so far. Kind of steady on 160. Let's get ourselves going down. So that was a bit of a this is so much better on the trim wheel on my Bravo than using the buttons on the Alpha. It really is. The buttons seem to be very, very jarring. I don't know if I can do something about that. Just don't have immediate throttle control using the wheel, that's the problem. Is it nice and pretty? Are you flying the flag level? Are you? Awesome, dude. Awesome. We've got a cheeky 30 knots.
$500.
We need to get ourselves slowed down quicker here, earlier. Yeah, I just find that the switch on this for trim very jarring sometimes. This one's going to stick. It's going to stall out. Oi. Floaty again. Oh, no, 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 no. Wasn't perfect, but at least we're on the runway. We call that success. We call that a success. This was the previous go round. It's not. This isn't the. This isn't the landing. I just... Look, it's bloody windy, alright? It's windy, then there's trees, the wind suddenly dies. Leave it, Gary. Leave it. Cheers. Still a bit floaty, but still very floaty. Sounds a bit. The sounds aren't working on the replay, are they? What's going on there? Don't know what's going on with the sounds there. A second. I'm getting the sounds of me on the ground. I'm not getting the sounds of the replay like we did before. That's not good. That's not good. That's a shame, isn't it? That's a shame. We're not getting the sound of the replay. This is me. This is the sound of me on the ground. There you are, sitting with your gin and tonic. Look at that. Smooth as anything. Smooth as anything. Yeah, I don't know. We're not getting the replay sounds we did before. Actually, I'm not. Oh, okay. Yeah, something's broken here. It's stuck at a. It's stuck at a speed. I'm not getting any nothing. I think we've broken the aircraft while doing the replay. We've got a big fat nothing. That's why we're just getting constant sounds. We've only got... Let's close the recorder down. Let's save that as something. Just in case. And close that down. See if that releases it. Does it? No. I think we've pooched it. We've pooched it. I don't know how. Oh! The game was paused. Hold on a second. The game was paused for some reason. That's why. Should we try again then? Load. Okay, we have sounds. Okay, it's not deploying the reverse properly in replay, is it? Yeah. Oh, because this switch stays off, isn't it? Oh my! There's always something in there. There's always something. Sounds all a bit squizzly again. Yeah, so that's using, sorry. I need to move my pedals, they're not in the right place. I can't reach, hold on a second. I can't reach for extension on my pedals. There's the in-game FCR, but the one I use is a little thing called, it's a free one you can download from, flightsim.to. It's very lightweight. It's just it's this fella. If that's going to go on my screen, it's just called Flight Recorder. You can get this from flightsim.to. It's a lightweight little thing. You just click record, enter a record, stop recording when you want to stop record, and then replay, and it'll replay. Now, you may have different success with all these replay tools based on the airframe you're using. You can save them. Let's load that one back in. depends. Some aircraft had... This one seems to work pretty well, actually. Some aircraft, not so good. Usually the best way to do it is when you've finished and you've taxied and you've parked, is don't switch anything off. Leave the engines running, etc. And usually it manages most aircraft quite well, but sometimes it might not do the gears or the flaps, or, you know, depending how they're coded in the... and just replay. And then, you know, hopefully it will... some things will reboot or whatever. But hopefully it will give you the experience you're looking for, or not, as the case may be. But yes, it's just a free download on flightsim.to. I quite enjoy it. Wasn't the best one. A couple we did earlier were much better, but yeah, it's a great little tool. It's a great little tool. I was going to get you a link for it, but there's a few others. There's Sky Dolly, some people like. But this one, it seems to work for me. So it's a great little tool, and it's a special price. The best is the special price is it's free. Anyway, cheers. Good health to you all. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Okay, let's get out of this gin joint and head somewhere else. What's the time? 2:45. Should we point this bird back towards? Actually, where could we fly to from?
TOS system test.
That'd be
Okay.
nice, and not a stuttery mess. Good question, Taxi. Good question. We've just been doing some circuits in the aircraft at Lyd, down on the southeast coast of the UK. I'm just trying to think what we could head to from here. Not that. Brain work. Please, brain work. What about I don't have any other freeways in for anything, do I? No. I'm trying to think. Have we got anything on the continent that's close? Not really. I guess we could point it high and far somewhere, can we? Let's take it up to 40,000 or something and just see what this thing can do. At that, how much fuel have we got in here? We've still got £1,500 of fuel. Would that get us to Stand by. Let's no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Actually, no. Let's do this instead. We'll take it back home. I thought. No, I was going to say. It looks like a. I looked up and I thought that looks like a sheep or something. And I thought it was just a. I thought I was just being stupid. And it was actually a taxi sign, but it's actually a sheep. I thought I was getting Jake. So that sign looks like a sheep, but it actually was a sheep. So it did, I guess. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. Oh. We've got a seagull in here now. Oh, was this possible? It is very possible. Let's never say never. Do you think we can? Let's try. Let's. It's probably not far enough, but let's see if we can get up and down to 30 between here and back to Bournemouth. I don't see why not, because we can descend like an absolute maniac. But I just want to give this thing the beans and crank her up. Flap to set, tackle trim is set. Give review a second. $25, it's a dizzy 25 inside here. Wow. Rusty toasty. Because I know we've got plenty of fuel for that. And we'll take off and land back at Herne. Yeah, 100, 120, 130. Whoosh, we're off. Jeez. Gears coming up. Insane. Absolutely insane. Okay. Low fuel? What? No, I've got plenty. I'm silly. Hold on, this thing's climbing at... And we are very light. That's 16,000 already. Okay, what haven't we done here? Oh, we didn't have nav on. That's 24,000. That graphical glitch should get fixed in the next update, hopefully. We hope. Oh, it keeps taking it off that. Why does it keep taking it off that? So when I change the no, don't know. What did we set this for? 30. Let's go to 40. We're at 30 already. And actually start the clock. Ay caramba. The procedure approach on a 08. Through 31. It must be insane flying and being a passenger on this thing. We're climbing at 250 knots. What? $33. $34. But we've still got plenty in the throttle still. $35. What have I done? I don't know why I'm breaking something here. It's not capturing and staying on that VOR. I must be doing something wrong. I don't know what. Let's go to heading mode. Because it's picked it up. But we're just not, we're just flying through it every time. And I don't know why. Things we haven't done. I'm doing set a new cruise on here. A bit late now, but that's 40,000. We're at 40,000 already. We're levelling off at 40,000. That is mad. I was reading somewhere, didn't someone do a around the world record in this thing or something? I need to find that and try and recreate that. I don't know what route they flew. But it's freaking mad. It's mad. Okay, it's leveled off. It's I'm all in on the throttles. We're at 40,000. I think this is an issue with the TDS. Isn't well, we're overspeeding now. We're through Mark point 8. Actually, I know in the great scheme of things, in a jumbo or something is nothing, but we're not a jumbo. But just the climbing speed, yeah, it's not going to outgun things long distance cruise. Hell no. We're doing 480, 484 ground. We've got 53 knot tailwind as well. But that climb speed to 40,000. I guess it's one thing for real. You'd have to make sure you got this all set properly in real life. Otherwise you're going to kill everybody in the back, aren't you? Which probably is not good. I guess if they paid up front, not such a bad thing. Not such a bad thing. Right, why can't we get the V-lock to work? I don't know. Let's set up a little bit of a turn. Let's hit nav. It's capturing it. Everybody got adverts starting in 3 minutes. No, 3 hours. I'm mad. Don't worry. Still says capture. We're still overspeeding. Hang on a second. We're only 18 miles from Sam. We need to be sending soon, but I just want to see why it's not. See, it's lost it. It's switched off again. Capture. Okay, it's turning on to it. It's 3 hours. What I do, Lex, is when I start the stream, while the start stuff's going, I run a 3-minute advert, which gives me 6 hours mid-roll free. There'll be pre-rolls, but it gives me 6 hours mid-roll free. So in my normal Thursday and Friday daytime streams, if I do 10 till 4, I don't get any mid-rolls. just because I run 3 minutes when no one's here. That seems to be staying on it now. I don't know why it wasn't staying on it before, unless I click something. We're doing Mark 0.79. How do you go Christmas night? Ah, special price. How you doing, Dasher? Good to see you, fella. Special price. It's gone again. Look, it's locked. It's gone. I don't know why I clicked them, but it's gone. It's not holding the ILS. Why is it not holding the ILS? Capture. Well, right above it, but I don't know. I can't explain that one. Anyway, let's go to heading mode because we're gonna have to start descending because we need to get down to like 3,000 feet in not very far. Let's put it that way. Let's go home. Tool that one. Utilities. VNav. Why is it not activate? Okay, so okay, genius. We need minus 11,000. Let's activate that. Let's stick on speed and let's pull the plugs. I don't think we're going to make it down in time for Bournemouth, but we'll give it our best stab. There's a lot to learn with this plane, but after a handful of flights, loving it. Loving it. I think it's an absolute peach. It's got some things they're ironing out, absolutely. What planes don't. But I think it's, yeah, an absolute joy to fly. Really do. Yes, I fly badly, we know that. But that's just the way it goes, isn't it? That's just the way the cookie crumbles. We're only 9 miles out, and we're still at 35,000. 32. We need about many more. Let's chuck the boards out. Will that help? We're going down at 7. And we need 12. Well, it's coming back. It's coming back to us. We need to go to 11.5 for the end of the term. We're dive bombing Herne Airport at the moment. I think what we'll do is let's turn that off. Let's go to heading mode. And we'll just skewer it out a bit. We're actually right above the airfield now. Well, we need a course of 75, don't we? Whoops, let's not do that. Let's press that again. I think we have to extend our turn here a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, oh, 15. We're getting there. I think your ears will be definitely popping by now. Are they FAA approved? Yes. Honest Gov. That's what it said on the box in Chinese. Or was it Fortune Kiku approved? I don't know. One of the two. Well, we may actually finish our descent somewhere over Cornwall, I think, but well, we're 12 out, 11. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Big Dave, yeah. You can always rely on Big Dave. You can always rely on Big Dave. Plenty of time. We're on the other side of Poole Harbour. Very good. Cheers. I don't know what the streaming schedule will be for this week. It's still a bit poochy over Christmas. And I might have to try and get up to see my brother in hospital at some point this week. If he's up to... See, there's something weird. It's not capturing... we have to get manual here. It was capturing ILSs yesterday, but it's just flying straight through them now. What's losing them? I don't know. Something. Perhaps I've got a failure somewhere. We'll have to have a check. But something's not right. And it's good visibility, so we can land manually. But still got low fuel warning. Got £1,000. Jeez. Looks like mostly 33 knots on the nose here, I'd say. Which could be interesting as well.
Vertical track. There's a Cessna 172 cargo. Hopefully not on the runway. Because that would be bad. One nose on, I don't know. Whoops. Let's go.
500.
What is that coming up? No, the message at the top of the screen. Someone's trying to... Let me out! They thought it'd be safer. I didn't start the recorder again for that. Damn it. We'll try and be a good pilot. Try. Being the word there. Let's pilot out front of Draken. It's not a Phenom, but they fly. These dudes fly Phenoms. I'm sure they won't mind. Very good. What a lot of fun that is, huh?
Hello all, did you
That's
have
a
a
lot.
good Christmas?
Hey, Scott, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you, dude. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, not too bad, dude. Not too bad. You too, I hope. Still a roasty 25 in here. Jeez. Oops, one. Nope. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Scott. 33 months. Thank you so much, Elysian. Merry Christmas to you. Very Merry Christmas. Whoops. Hit through the top of the plane there. Very good. She's a beauty. Go for Flash. Yes, Flash Gordon. Why not? Why not indeed? That's grand. Lot of fun, the aircraft. Lot of fun. And hopefully we'll get better and learn some of the procedures properly. But I don't know why it wasn't capturing the VORs or ILS. It was saying armed and then captured and then dropped it. I don't know why. Unless we've got something that's there's nothing on the failures list there, so it's saying something's failed. Take my breath away. Yeah, I don't know, I can't explain that one. Can't explain that one. I'd be foolish to try. Yes, the lovely Learjet 35 Alpha from FlySimware. What a beautiful beast. Cheers. Scott, thanks again, dude. Appreciate that. Very much appreciated. There's actually lots of talk about vlog and etc. in the chat on the Discord for this. I have to read that. I wouldn't say per se they've improved the VR, but obviously performance of the sim is much better now that they've split stuff out into different managed they split some of the processes out, so it wasn't just all on the main thread for the sim. So they've balanced a lot of the CPU usage out, which obviously is good for anything, you know. So GPUs on the whole can work harder now, in my experience, because they're getting fed. You know, the sim's not getting bogged down, so that's good news. So you're getting more frames per second than you were in Sim Update 3, so that's good. Which obviously then is a massive helper for VR. VR on this for me is okay. I still need to tweak it more. I really think I need to commit to doing a backup and clean reinstall of Windows 11 to clear all, you know, Microsoft gets like after a couple of years. It's just a fucking mess of nonsense. So I think that'll help me in VR quite a lot, because I can just really make sure there's nothing running in the background that shouldn't be. But it's much better. VR for me is much better. I'm still probably, to be honest, especially with Star Citizen VR as well, quite limited with my CPU, my build. I can load the GPU up, but you know, if it's not if the CPU's suffering, then yeah, it is what it is really. I can fire up DCS and really heavily load it, CPU and GPU, and it works a lot better. I know it's a different beast compared to this with the graphical luxuries and all that sort of stuff, 100%. But it's smooth. I still, even if I turn the settings down in this so it's not working the PC as hard, it's better now, but it's still, Flight Sim VR has always had this weird edginess to it for me. I put it this way, you know when if you're a viewer on Twitch and you're watching someone playing in VR. No, 100% Scott, 100%, it's working harder. But you know when you're watching if someone's flying in VR or doing anything VR, you know that unless they've stabilised it, you get that jittering. So when I move my head, you kind of see a jittery image because you're getting a lot of jitter I don't see, but you're seeing it because the micro movements. Flight Sim was always even before, as always in 2020 on the Quest 2, has always been like that for me in the headset. So you look around and it's kind of, it has its moments and it's kind of, you know, exaggerated. And I've even heard the same comment from people who got beefy systems, that it's just not stable. It's much better now. That was obviously main thread loading and so much going on the main thread, but now it's kind of been split out to a few separate items. It's much better. So I mean, I can quite happily sit in the cockpit of an A320 or something now, and I did some circuits in it when Sim Update 4 beta just to try it. It was like, wow, okay, I couldn't do this before. You know, I couldn't sit in the cockpit of a complex tube. I haven't tried this out yet, which I'll try and do, because this thing's crying out to be flown in VR, big time. Because you really get a sense of the speed and whatever in VR, 100%. But we know DCS is hard on VR. We know that. So people always say DCS is hard on VR. Poorly optimized, not as much detail, but poorly optimized, I guess. But I can get 72 frames fixed on that with pretty decent settings, no problem. Different beasts, I know, but it's stable, it's smooth. But in this, I can be pushing 40, 45 or something, and it's it's just not smooth. You know, you feel micro movements. No, I don't think it's even that. I think it's just, I don't know. Perhaps something's just not happy on the PC. I mean, Cool Dog has got a Quest 3, and but he's got a 5080 now, I think, and he's loving it. But he's always had a good experience where I haven't. So I don't know. You know what VR is like, Scott. There can be something tiny somewhere on your PC that just screws you over, and then just your VR's a horrible mess. Sometimes it's nothing very obvious. There's something that Windows has spooled up in the background that's just nicking a couple of CPU cycles, and then suddenly it just blows you out of the ballpark, you know. So I don't know, but it's much better. I haven't tried it for a while. I just haven't had a chance, dude. But I'm hoping now the performance is much better. That perhaps we can do some VR streams in Flight Sim. It's just hard. Single PC streaming it. It's just hard, eh? You know. It's like I watched Malik doing Malik VR flying Star Citizen VR with his Beyond 2, whatever it is. But he's got a 5090 or whatever, or 4090. He's got a 4090 and a decent CPU and nice PC, second PC for streaming and all that sort of stuff. And it helps hugely, you know. Yeah, well, if you could even find one to buy, I guess still, I don't know. But I think the 5000 series, I think the new drivers are much better. I was going to actually test out. I haven't got around to it. I was actually going to test out. What was it? I've got 59144 downloaded, which apparently is not too bad. I think I'm running 58142. I think 58180 was a skippable one. I think 59144 was pretty good, but did have some issues for something which could cause problems with VR. But I think there's another one which hot fixed some of that. I don't know. But the newer drivers are much better. I've still got it. You can't get it. I've still got it. I'm looking at it now. I've still got 56636 here because you can't download it anymore unless you find it from a special source. It's gone off the NVIDIA website. I've still got it. I've got 56636, 57216, 7680, 8097, 8142, 8180, and 9144 downloaded here. I just keep them because the older ones you can't get now. Yeah, 56636 is still a peach. But this one's been alright actually. But the micro stutters, who knows, eh? Who knows? It's VR such a finicky little beast, isn't it? It doesn't take much just to completely spoil your day. But having said that, I need to try set up a simple head tracker just using a camera again for this, using AI tracking. It just makes so much difference just to be able to look around in this. It really would. It really. I don't know what that whining is. What is that whining? Everything's switched off, isn't it? Apart from that. Batteries are off. Emergency's off. What is that noise? It's definitely coming from the plane, isn't it? Or is it? I honestly don't know. Answers on a postcard. Sounds like a fan or something, doesn't it? that looks like a shiwi or something. Oh, it's an oxygen mask. What is that noise? Yeah, what is that noise? Oops. What is that noise? I'll complete pooch me control, was Alden saying. What have I done? Don't know. I don't know. Are those lights on? No. Nothing should be working because all the electrical's off. Yeah, it's cycling, yeah. Let's just reload back in quickly, just if it does it when it's fresh. Yes, it's doing it as soon as I get back into it. It's definitely the sim. I don't know. Just randomly pull things out till it stops. There should be nothing running because it's there's no electrical page on those, there no. I wonder if it's a binding or something. It's no, GPU's off. Very weird. So with the sim on normal volume, you hear it, but you don't really notice it with other noise going on. It doesn't seem to well, they're a bit rusty, aren't they? It doesn't seem to move in my ears. See if we can hear it on foot outside or something. There's too much wind out here. Because just moving around, you can hear stuff moving. That seems to be central. Perhaps it's me. Perhaps I'm about to explode. I don't know. I mean, there is no electrical alarm. I don't know. I'll have to ask them on the Discord. I'll have to clip a bit of the sound and just post it. And see if anybody knows. Because I sure don't. We'll come out here into the wind. It's quieter. Yeah, pass. Anyway. It's a free sound. It's free. Can't argue with that. Right, I'm going to park the bus there. It's only been a short stream today. What have we done? Only 3.5 hours? A rat could be chewing through the wires. Thanks for your company. Thanks so much to Scott for his 33 months. What a legend. Due to the wind. Oh, hello. You're trying to get clever now. Oh. That's the wrong button. Custom. No. We're limp now and we're still making it. It's electrical, isn't it? And it just doesn't seem to change in my ears when I move. I don't know. Perhaps someone knows. Because it's not like it's you know, spinning these around or something. I'll just try and take a clip of the sound and post it so everybody knows. Righty. Thanks for your company. Well, very much appreciated. So I've got no idea what's happening this week. Something. Or not. I don't know if it'll be on Monday night or... When's New Year? New Year's Eve is Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I have no idea. I have no idea. Thanks, Woe. Mr. Warcraft. Back to work Monday, are you? Well, enjoy. Cheers. Make the most of Saturday and Sunday. Enjoy Saturday and Sunday. But did it do? Right, who's doing what? Who can we go and pester? Who can we go and pester? Oh, interesting. Okay, let's go and say hello to Mr. Ian Fisher. He was on standby for work today, but they didn't call him up, so he's flying a plane instead. If you don't know Mr. Ian Fisher, he's a lovely fella. Very good flight simmer. Does things properly, unlike here. If you like his content, please do drop him a follow. Oh, he's got paperwork out. Oh god, this must be serious. He's reading a manual. This could be dangerous. Enjoy stream if you hang around for a bit. Otherwise, head off and enjoy the rest of your weekend. So I don't know what I'll see you next. Hey, John, how you doing? Good to see you, fella. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, I'll see you whenever, I guess. Because I don't know what it's going to be. Right, let's get that going. We lost my thing. Hold on a second. I'm such a pro, it's unbelievable. Following. A bit. If I could turn back time, I'd learn to fly properly. Good stuff. Oh, baby. Have a good one. Have a great rest of your weekend. If I don't see you, have a fantastic New Year's Eve and New Year. Whatever you get up to. If you go back to week, enjoy that. I can't help with your work. You know, that's your problem, not mine. But have a good one. Stay safe and well whatever you get up to. Look after your friends and family and all your loved ones, because that's what's important. And yeah, take care. And hopefully we'll see you again very soon, before or in the new year. Okay, race is ready to go. Take care. Thanks for being there, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao for now.